If there's one Raven who knows just how difficult it is to cover Steelers wide receiver Antonio Brown, it's Marlon Humphrey. The second-year cornerback out of Alabama rose to the top of the team's depth chart in the secondary this season and was rewarded with the chance to cover the consensus top pass catcher in football over the last half-decade. It's not newsworthy to tell you that Antonio Brown is an elite receiver. In Week 14 of the 2017 season, with top CB Jimmy Smith on the bench, Brown roasted the Ravens secondary for 213 yards on 11 catches. And in 2 games this past season with Humphrey following him, Brown combined for 104 yards on 10 catches and a touchdown in each game. What is newsworthy is the Steelers potentially shopping Brown, after numerous reports of locker room struggles and diva qualities from the star. And since he knows just how dangerous Brown can be, it makes sense that Humphrey would prefer to see him in purple and black. Any chance AB come to the Ravens? Fruit punch, at Marlon_Humphrey. January 17, 2019. Fans of every team have imagined what it would be like to see Brown in their colors, scoring touchdowns and racking up big yardage. It's no surprise that players would imagine it as well. He hasn't had fewer than 1,284 yards or 8 touchdowns in any season since 2012, but Brown will be 31 by the start of next season, so there probably aren't too many elite seasons left. For the time being, however, Brown would be a major addition for any team. That goes double for the Ravens, who would A, take a playmaker away from their biggest rivals, and B, finally give themselves a star receiver, something they haven't had on the roster since Anquan Boldin during the Super Bowl run. While no team wants to add an alleged diva to their locker room, the Ravens have historically believed in the strength and leadership of their veterans, and therefore haven't shied away from problematic players. With John Harbaugh running things and Eric Weddle and Terrell Suggs in the locker room, none of whom are guaranteed for 2019. To be fair, the Ravens will likely trust their infrastructure and focus on talent when adding to the roster this offseason, and Brown certainly is talented. Even Humphrey recognizes it's a long shot, however. Not only would it take a massive haul in draft picks and young talent, but the Ravens would need to create some cap room that's already needed to fill other holes on the roster. Plus, it's hard to imagine the Steelers allowing their best player to go to their most hated rival if they can help it, so Baltimore would likely be forced to overpay even more than other teams to pry away Brown. Even if they could make it happen, how would fans react to adding a player they've hated for so long? When asked about potentially bringing in both Brown and star running back Le'Veon Bell from Pittsburgh to Baltimore, Humphrey could only laugh. Both no chance lol. Fruit punch, at Marlon_Humphrey. January 17, 2019. Some things really would be too good to be true. It's still fun to speculate though, and Lamar Jackson throwing up long touchdowns to Brown would be a sight to behold. If anything else, it'd just be nice to get Brown out of the black and gold. Just ask Marlon Humphrey. More Ravens news, just like that, they're all grown up. Ozzie Newsome put a bow on top of his 22-year career as general manager of the Ravens when he drafted 11 rookies in the 2018 NFL Draft. He found the franchise a new quarterback, a couple tight ends and help along the offensive line. Now that their rookie seasons are over, let's look at how the 2018 draft class performed. Hayden Hurst, the 25th overall pick, missed the first 4 games of the season after getting surgery on his broken foot during the preseason, and in 12 games never hit his full potential. Hurst finished the 2018 season with 13 receptions for 163 yards, averaging 12.54 yards per reception and 1 touchdown. With Nick Boyle and Max Williams both free agents, Hurst's 2019 could be huge. "I really don't think I was at my best," Hurst said on it. "Fans have seen his potential. The surgery set me back a good ways. But like I said, the off-season will be huge for me. I'll be able to get healthy, get stronger and come back ready next year." Lamar Jackson. We all know how the 32nd overall pick season went. completing 99 of 170 passes for 1,201 yards and 6 touchdowns in 2018 on top of 695 rushing yards and 5 rushing touchdowns. Jackson will enter the 2019 season as the Ravens' quarterback of the future. En route to leading the team to their first postseason appearance in 3 seasons, the QB finished the 2018 season with a 84.5 QB rating. The Ravens have begun shaping their offense around Jackson's run-heavy style of play, while they'll look to improve his ball security and accuracy. Orlando Brown Jr. Brown Jr. ended up becoming a vital piece of the Ravens' O-line, appearing in all 16 regular season games and starting 10 for an injured James Hurst. The third-round pick didn't allow a single sack in those starts and helped the offense rank second in the league in rushing at 152.6 yards per game. "It's really been hard-fought," Brown Jr. said on his rookie season performance. "I played against a lot of great players. I think I played well for a rookie, not for a sophomore. I want to be one of the greats in this league. It's going to take a lot of work to get where I want to be. Obviously, that's all pro and being as consistent as I can be for as long as I can be." Mark Andrews ended up being the tight end to make the biggest impact for the Ravens this season, finishing 2018 with 34 receptions for 552 yards, averaging 16.24 yards per carry and 3 touchdowns. Andrews' 68-yard touchdown Week 16 against the Chargers was the team's longest offensive score of the season. The rookie out of Oklahoma also finished the season ranked as Pro Football Focus's 13th overall tight end in the league. Anthony Averett, the cornerback out of Alabama, served as a backup in 11 games this season, finishing with 5 tackles. If the Ravens decide to move on from veterans Jimmy Smith or Brandon Carr in the offseason, Averett could find a more prominent role in 2019. Kenny Young, the rookie, made his presence known early in the season after filling in for an injured C.J. Mosley during the Ravens' Weeks 2 and 3 matchups. Young played in all 16 games in 2018, finishing the season with 40 tackles, 2.5 sacks and 1 forced fumble. If the Ravens part ways with Mosley, their future still looks bright with Young on the come-up. Jaleel Scott, the 4th-round pick, was placed on injured reserve prior to the start of the season after suffering a hamstring injury. Jordan Lasley, the 5th-round pick, was a game-day inactive since Week 1. Deshaun Elliott, the 6th-round pick, was placed on injured reserve at the start of the season with a fractured forearm suffered in the Ravens' preseason game against the Miami Dolphins. Greg Sinnott, the 6th-round pick, was also placed on injured reserve prior to the start of the season with a foot injury. Bradley Bozeman proved his value as a backup offensive lineman, appearing in 14 games for the Ravens, including their wild-card playoff loss. Zach Sealer, Newsome's final draft pick, appeared in 2 games for the Ravens this season. Inactive most game days, Sealer posted a tackle against the Pittsburgh Steelers in Week 9. More Ravens news: it only took Lamar Jackson 7 weeks to get the city of Baltimore behind him. Since becoming the Ravens starter in Week 11, Jackson pulled his team out of a 3-game losing streak, going 6-1 down the stretch, and earned the franchise their first playoff appearance in 3 seasons. That's quite impressive for a rookie, but the 22-year-old wants his time in Baltimore to resemble arguably the greatest to ever do it. "Ain't no ceiling," Jackson said on his limitations in an interview with Ray Lewis for Showtime's Inside the NFL. "I already said it when I got drafted. I want to bring a Super Bowl to Baltimore. Yeah, I'm going to try to bring as much as I can. I want to bring a Super Bowl here. I want to be the Brady. Bring multiple if I can." Through 19 seasons, Tom Brady has brought 5 Lombardi trophies to the city of Boston and is currently in the race for a 6th. It's a feat that may never be repeated, but Jackson sure wants to try. The young quarterback's speed is something that separates him from the 41-year-old veteran. In just 7 games, Jackson rushed for more yards, 695, than every other quarterback in 2018, and his 119 rushing yards against the Cincinnati Bengals was the most ever by a QB in their starting debut. "Probably when, like, I'm playing football with my older cousins," Jackson told Lewis on when he realized he was the fastest kid on the block. "I used to play with all the older guys. I never played with really my age group when I was younger. There would be a new kid come on the block, and they'd be like, "Oh, this kid, he's good, this and that." So I get jealous because I'm like, man, I'm the best kid over here, so I'm going to outperform him. His speed is such a threat that the Ravens have already begun shaping their future around it, while accuracy and ball security remain a work in progress. Jackson finished his rookie campaign completing 99 of 170 passes for 1,201 yards and 6 touchdowns. While reaching Brady-type success will be an uphill battle, the good news is he's got 18 or more seasons to hit his goal. Jackson will get his first taste of Brady in 2019 when the Ravens host the Patriots. You can watch Jackson and Lewis' full interview Tuesday at 9 p.m.